The former First Lady, Nana Konadu AGYEMANG RAWLINGS. Watu Nana Siedo. Wakanchinego wa Bredriane, isi jaso. Echese we trying near shedan. Watu oko ekura. Nini nebi. Se say the waje box self-contained. Heraje asemi hami. Because I'm na me feeling ni pa otu se ni maba wa brim na ohyeho. Let's yanko. This is FMS Trends, and here we give you the latest updates on issues and the sweetest gossip in town. But where the any day, I had to say bitter leaf no tabiata kum. And yet baku say. My name is Maureen Marshall, and you can call me the information minister. Where the any concern, me assure someone in our mate. But I'm here to give you the full information. If you know what is so a JJ wife or a JJ wife, but one kasa mami no nhyeda enhu ne sa wonhyeda nnim ne sa na onim se bia oyo oba Cynthia no na ho no Jesus munya botrema me wai munya botrema meraho e ka den ka me yaye na ase o ne baba man ne ho fe Jesus asem na sheme there were hilarious moments of Nana Konadu AGYEMANG RAWLINGS. Mebo video ne enche na who said na o sitie. Most of you saw her as a very strict person, but she had her fun parts. Let's watch the video. Asem na areho nti ewie ya yeti hanum sei ye dudu ye ho kra me kra na me expect se fufuo bi beba ene ye beka che me say former first lady Nana Konadu AGYEMANG Rawlings, the wife of the late former president Jerry John Rawlings. Well, and me say asem no I actually mama na me feeling no asem anka mama ante dantia me ni bire se munyai sa na me feeling mama na nkasa nti mo ana mo nhye a lot about her no oyo obi ana openipa, let me put it that way. Recently kra mo hu ni wo otumfo ni nuaba the late Asante Himani doti ye na se one ne ba na me se me crash won so no omo ne ba be chia and people, it has got people talking. People are even asking say now say we saw her not long ago and she was very healthy, she was okay. So again, aba chairwoman, etimiaje boxing term say 56 years. We're expecting her to get to 90, 100. Nature say, yeah, can Ghana history ya. Yeah, the not can one friend interview. Amana sound so crasa baby chichi. And it's very nice to know of the fact that she was the first female to run for the office of the president in Ghana. No, or 2016. No, or abejina say yentoman and crampo Ghana for Ghana. Onyan we na mo kasa saying sa pray no president no ko penny die nuknu JJ Rawlings ne pese o saba back no sade ne nanenam baby nti ne yire ne wini a mo be ho ane se wafa JJ finance minister na wasanso afa anase wama JJ position bi na je se nuknu na e kire ne die onye batene we are here today and she's no more oba e kraman sanso kran san to ama no constituency bi otiminya 1 otiminya 2 etara kra akokoti 0 na da ho. All the same, she has passed on and she was 76 years old. Yeah, on the 17th November 1948. 17th November 1948 in Tinkenche. Next month nanka wedi 77. Yes. Oko school achimota and she's a Cairn University alumna. Now pictures never be out now. Oye young gonna mama is sleeping. Until the more yen crowd the moon kitwa. JJ Rawlings eware no 1977 and omo firstborn Zenato Rawlings in 1978. 1979 na JJ yeku. Into JJ yeku na ne ba penny crowd 1 year. Chese mami okofia we sure so kache ne yiri so be cool because it got to a point Ghanaians were questioning no mo bisa ho asem say mami we sure say no nsuro ni kunu yo ne ti cause JJ koye cool or attempt cool May 19th 1979 anye ye ene chi ni kotum nti afa de bibia work out no 4th June ye be fa ni ba back ena odi kakra na chese September ho be bi nso yes, obisa betu no say omankasa nim de omoye ho. So a lot of people were asking questions JJ oya adewe o ka che ne yere so obeyeku sem ya na yesi etutu ne morent no mo anamunim no time a JJ day helicopter airfare bridge asini na chairwoman wo Hawaii. She was there on na ye oma morale ne wo back door no someone am kind behind every successful man there is a woman into woman no JJ success no woman no only say mami a we Nana Konadu AGYEMANG Rawlings and actually in somehow first lady no so di odi che odi ne 1979 ho be bi na afi wasabe starting 1981 to 2001. And she had an interview on City TV about her relationship with Mensia. Mwana muka so ye dishe o ye say no. She had an interview with City TV. Or cheche mu her relationship with Mensia. Dientia Ose Oya Santini, although she was born in Cape Coast in the central region. Let's watch the interview.
Nana Konadu, AGYEMANG, RAWLINGS. Where are you from?
In terms of Ghana?
Yeah, Ghana, of course.
Okay. I'm from Ashanti region.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Direct descendants of the royal family. The Otumfo is my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then you have lands in Ashanti region.
No, but maybe footprints, but not lands.
Oh, okay.
All lands are,
of course,
reside on Nana.
Nana, Emra ye ma wabedi asante hima ma asante menyina ma ebiaso Ghana mai so no. Ne da na eye me nko anti no. Be baaye ne obedidi enkomo kakra. Na efutu a wode ma me emra bia meba ho no. Obebisa me nuanum nyina se. Se ye nyina ye mbɔ modene ye nye baako. Ye hwɛ ekwan a ye bɛboa ma.
From the horse's own mouth. Mwana munim na mo say asantefo pese o mo claim eye Nana Konadu AGYEMANG RAWLINGS nye de ne kan ye ho nya ka say ono kro ya asantini mpacho ono ankasa de nanu aka wai ene wa chechire mu de nti a menhye ye program anase bibia she tries her possible best to be there nti na asante himane dot ye ne kwa mu hu ne ho no ha eye me ya okay. And she's an old student of Ghana International School. Nti mam no timu se school papa je wakobi from Ghana International School to Achimota School to Care University chese wabobra nkasa ana wasanso abe first lady. Nti fiti 2001 ba hone de yenkonkon cause wedding a time awie. Na because she was running to be and aspiring to be the president of Ghana in 2016. Ananko for kasa bebre won chain 2016 Kroyan Nanado Day free SHS air campaign. Yes, free SHS oh me ba ombeko school free say aha near crime a product of free SHS. Intino Edu hona uncle for kasa bebre about it no. She also shared her 2 cents on the issue. Say free SHS na mo kasa bebre fa hono. Dear men so me dream fa honi. And her opinions really mattered when it comes to national issues because Mami nankasa no say the American wako school wabobra ebanyansa oh otimi chichira na ato so te se chichire kete na gon odinini na abema o ema wankasa wo dana se o dwene ho a bon se asem nya Nana Konadu AGYEMANG RAWLINGS kan ye die I have to take it into consideration because she was a woman of wisdom. Fear SHS no.
Going to tech and all of that. So I'm just trying to make reference to that.
I'll grant you that.
Yes,
you are throwing it in, but I'll grant
Thank you very much, Mommy.
You know, I think that when in 2012 I heard of the free SHS,
right.
I ran with it. Why did I do that? When I said, you understand what I said?
Right.
Yeah. Why did I do that? I mean, I was listening to those who were saying it's impossible. And I said, no, it is possible. If you've got children in secondary schools here, Amina, no, Zane, Ya, Amina, and you see how much you pay for secondary, the government takes the chunk of it anyway. What we pay is so minimal.
Right.
It is. For Wesley Girls, for Achimota School. So I started asking myself, because when they gave me the bill, I went back to the headmistress in Wesley Girls and I said, I think they've made a mistake on my bill.
Okay.
And she looked at it and she said, no, Nana, there's no mistake. I said, you mean this is all I pay for the 2 children? And she said, yeah. I said, oh, that's what, you know that the government pays most of, the only thing that you may pay are the parent-teacher thing,
the
PTA, and then a few other things, maybe some sporting stuff,
right.
and then other stuff. So you will see that really we don't pay that much.
Okay.
Because if you look at the structures of the school, the buildings, there's water we use, the electricity, the food we eat, it's all taken by the government. So if government says says that I'm going to give free
tuition.
It's really small.
All right. Okay.
And yet people are saying it's not possible. I thought it was possible.
Okay.
You look at it again. You look at it again. And then maybe we can talk privately on
Privately.
it. Yes.
Yes, madam. But you opened chapter 8, and we're wrapping up shortly. Well, you opened chapter 8 with a very powerful story of your father's aunt, Ifya Konadu, which is why your mother will call you Miss Owa.
Yes.
Okay. And then you spoke about the fact that her death really shook you.
Yeah.
How much of her influence or the reality that she lived pushed you to want to fight till the end, like your name says, Konadu?
I think it's not just Ifya Konadu, but the whole household, my parents,
Okay.
and their relatives that come to that, my father's brothers and sisters, permanently telling us the importance of our names.
Okay.
Not just myself, but Nana Yechan, who was a queen mother as well, Sewa, who was a queen mother at some point, Sewa Buntu, and so on and so forth. So we've all been named after queen mothers.
Okay.
So it was something that was being pushed all the time in the household. But my grand aunt was exceptional. And she was exceptional because, I mean, when she sees me sad, she tells me, you can't be sad over this. Hold yourself up and you know, walk in a certain way and behave in a certain way. And at first I was like, yeah, but I said, no, Nanti,
Right.
just don't let things upset you and always try and be on the right side. When you're on the right side, don't look so deflated. You are on the right side.
Right.
So show that you're on the right side and hold yourself up. So indeed, she also groomed me. So she used to come like maybe every month. She's there for a week. I don't remember. But she was like a permanent fixture in the house.
Okay.
And so seeing her end, and she was a very vibrant woman who would tell us the stories about our family, the history, you know, her brother, that's my father's father, my grandfather, how he became a very wealthy person, what he did, why it's important to be honest and forthright. And so seeing her lying down in that frail situation, it blew my mind. I always shut it out of my head.
Wow.
Yeah, I do. I still do.
Your daughters, you gave a whole chapter to Zaneto. Why is that?
That's because in this book, she was the only one who had been born.
At the time.
At the time.
At the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been happy with her success in politics, in parliament? She's your MP, by the way.
Yes, she is. She's my MP. Maybe I should start worrying her about things that, yeah, maybe I should write to her instead of the AMA. Yes, she's very formidable. She's a very, how do I put it without sounding like I'm praising my own daughter? She has vision about what she wants to do. She's focused. They all are, actually.
Okay.
But because she's the one you know,
Right.
and the one you've asked me about, that's why I'm speaking about her. The important thing is, when they were young, I did not keep them out of the politics.
Okay.
In the sense that I would go on cleanup campaigns with Asantua and Zaneto, because they were old enough. And they would meet some of the PDC guys and all that. And, you know, so they kind of learned the politics from a very young age. She's doing the best she can. And I wish she would be encouraged to do even more.
Encouraged by who?
By her, not her party, but by her constituents. Because when you are in a constituency, in a situation where we have reached a point where people think that you are in politics to make me rich. No, I'm in politics to make things better. I'm not there to be dishing out money for your school fees or for all the funerals and all that. That's not my work, because I'm not paid for that. And the amount of money that is given me cannot do that. So if we permanently keep doing the, asking MPs to take charge and take care of our finances, where are you expecting them to get it from? So if they were ministers...
Her father used to take your provisions from home to go and give outside. If she does the same, there won't be any...
That's a different issue.
That's a different issue. Okay.
It's because she has seen that there's something there and she wants to give it.
Give it out.
It's not a demand from that person that give me.
Okay. That's
They're two different issues.
They're two different issues.
They're two different issues.
You close the book with a quote, and I'd read it. It's on page 324. I could never have imagined that I would be that woman. The task had eventually fallen on me. I had to embrace it as God's purpose for my life and determine to never falter in that commitment. That was not the life I chose. It chose me. Tomorrow is International Women's Day. Tie that in for us, Your Excellency. What would you say about this? With tomorrow in mind.
With tomorrow in mind. Let me just step back a bit and say that the reason why I wrote this book, because my first book was going to be about my politics, the profile of a first lady, politics, life, children, blah, blah. But I realized that if I finish that book, people still don't know me, actually.
Okay.
So it was important for me to step back. So I put all that material down and go back to my basics and write about who am I? How did I grow up? Why am I what?
Why is it that people give you a certain identity and different from what you really are? Why do people do that?
I think it's two reasons. Okay. I think that it's because of the work I was doing with women.
Okay.
And also that I'm married to Jerry Rawlings. Because being married to President Rawlings, I'm seen as just an appendage.
Okay.
Before, I think I was pregnant with my third daughter, and I almost had the baby in Hawaii. I had to rush back to Accra to get to a hospital to have my third born. Again, working with women farmers, I almost had my last born, Kimani, the boy, between Roahafo and Upper West region. At some point, I had to tell the drivers, please stop the car. I need to get out of the car. You feel like something is happening to you, but you don't know what it is. We finally got to work. The minister at the time, the Secretary of State, looked at me and he said, please, excuse me, I'm coming in a minute. I said, where are you going? He said, I'll be back soon. He rushed into the room and came back and said, your husband says they'll bring a helicopter to pick you. Yes. That's how much I cared about women farmers. So if today, my niece is doing the same thing, I'm not surprised. Not only that she's my niece, but that she can see what I saw at that time. that women farmers need help. We need to help the women farmers so that they can improve and increase their farms. Let us continue to champion policies that protect women farmers, to invest in initiatives that promote sustainable farming, and ensure that every woman working in agriculture is given respect, dignity, and opportunities, the opportunities that she deserves. As we move forward, ladies and gentlemen, Nanano, you feed a community when you empower a woman in agriculture. I'm going to repeat it. As my granddaughter always tells me, let me repeat it for you, Grandma. I think you didn't hear me. I know you heard me, but I needed to say this so that you know I have grandchildren. As we move forward, ladies and gentlemen, Nanano, let us remember, when you empower a woman in agriculture, you feed a whole community. When you invest in a woman farmer, you nourish a whole nation. You nourish a nation. And when you create dignified jobs in farming, you transform the future of your country. And we need to transform our future. Ladies and gentlemen, together, let us build a future where women in agriculture are not just surviving, but also thriving. A future where their work is recognized, rewarded, and respected. This is very important. We gather to celebrate not just
Larry Bevlolati. You can also see the Lands and Natural Resources Minister comforting Zaneto AGYEMANG. So two of the children of the former First Lady, Zaneto AGYEMANG and Kimathi Rawlings, they were here to officially inform the President of the death of the former First Lady. See Larry Bevlolati, who is Ghana's envoy to the three Sahelian states,